Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome. So welcome for continuous discussion. Today is 19th December 2024, Thursday. So we meet here today to continue our discussion on chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. So chapter 7 Bhagavad Gita is very unique because this is the place where that Lord Krishna is going to speak on that, the important part, okay? Yesterday, I think we have discussed, right? Just like a sandwich, up bread, middle bread, and in between there is a filling. So the filling is the most tasty part, yes or not? Or if you take some Oreo biscuit, there's a crust and on top crust, but cream in between. So this middle chapter is a cream of the Veda, Bhagavad Gita. Okay, it's going to be so nectarian, and so we're going to discuss this for the next the middle part of this Bhagavad Gita. So before we do that, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sva Parantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uta Padakam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaita Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakar Nidam Scha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Kada Damadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasacharitarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vignana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namustute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dina Tarine Rupa Nuga Viruda Pasidanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupa Nugavarayate Gaura Virbhava Bhume Svam Nirrasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarupauma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Garatise Namaha Pancha Tatmatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Stude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nasta Prayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki Hari Om Tatsat. Good morning. Sorry, I'm late. No. Yeah, just in time, no problem. Hare Krishna, welcome. So today we're going to continue. Okay, just do a quick recap. Yesterday in chapter 6, we spoke on Dhyana Yoga. In Dhyana Yoga, Krishna spoke about the importance of mind. So yesterday we understood the mind, which is the culprit, right? A person can control the mind. The mind is their biggest, their greatest friend. If the person who can't control the mind can be the worst enemy. So the mind is given to living entity. Every one of us got that mind, which is called the motherboard. Okay, when you go to the internet, we can access to anything. Okay, we can access to everything. Everything is there. Either you want to know the worst of the worst or the best of the best. Okay, everything is there in the internet. So it depends what you want to take it on the website. Actually, website. So actually, what you want to take it. What you want. So you want to know something that's going to liberate you, you can go there. You want to know something that is going to give you extreme sense gratification, also you can go there. And of course, now equipped with this artificial intelligence, already people are struggling with intelligence. Now they came out with artificial intelligence, and it looks so real. Any one of you have tried that before? See, I am using this thing called the Copilot AI. Sometimes I'll be like, I want to get some reference. Okay, some reference. So lazy for me to go and look for where to find the reference. I just simply click there, tap, the reference will come with all the websites, so I can go straight to the website. So I have noticed one thing. So whenever I put any reference, when I ask for anything, it'll finish. It'll say like, okay, now you see blah blah blah. At the bottom, it says, I hope that I've told you. I hope I'm in assistant with you. Okay. If you have any question, do ask me further. Hare Krishna. I say, what? Right? Why the face wishing Hare Krishna? Then I put something else, the reply come. After I hope I have explained to you nicely. If you need further query, do not hesitate to ask. Hare Krishna. Can you imagine? That artificial intelligence, my God, it's just so real. Anyone of you have tried that before? Anyone have tried artificial intelligence? Chat GPT or something like that? You all don't use, is it? Oh, that's another you use. Right? So does it look so real? It looks like as though someone is talking to you, right? Huh? Yeah. Even when you use, if you're using iPhone, okay, when you talk to Siri or a hey Siri, okay, so you just can create a conversation with that, well, I'm not feeling so good. And I say, yes, but don't worry, everything should be fine. Yeah, easy for you to say you're a robot and I'm a human being. But doesn't matter whether I'm a robot or a human being, but still the feelings are the same. All right. Everything is wrong. Looks so real. It looks so real. Yes or not? Okay. It looks so real. So just imagine that is that same thing that what we are going through now, even though that we are in illusion, we are living in an illusory body. This body we know is not going to be ours forever. And we are passing through so many births. We have taken all kind of varieties of human being. Once upon a time, I was a Chinese. I was a Malay. I was an Englishman. I was, just name it. I was even Amazonian. I should be even Aborigine. I might be a Red Indian, right? I have been born as a gorilla. I have born as a pig. I have born as the worm in the stool. And yet, I still cannot accept or cannot come to that understanding that the body that I am living in very comfortably, it is so temporary. It looks so real. Sometimes when you go for a funeral, I mean, not in Malaysia, but it's in India especially. When you walk into that crematorium, there's a big signboard in front there. You know what it says? Today me, tomorrow you. Indru naan, naalai me. Okay, today is my turn. Tomorrow is going to be your turn. And people just look at it. Yeah, true. All the realization, all this great awareness will be spoken in a funeral house. All right. But after that, they just simply forget. They see everything that is happening around them, but they just cannot understand that it's going to happen to us anytime soon. That is called artificial intelligence. So as how Krishna created this material world, and to put us and created this, they took the 5 material combination made of this body, which is called Mahabhuta, that is air, water, ether, fire and sky, fire and earth. Okay, so he took these 5 combination, they combine it, okay, and he created an environment also from these 5 material, what they call material element, okay, and infused the what they call the soul, the spiritual soul into that material element. And while we are sitting in this place, we are so comfortable thinking that everything around us is going to be mine, and all this looks so real. Okay, so the same thing human created as what Krishna, because human also, we also have the same tendency of Krishna, yes or not? Satchit Ananda Vigraha. So Krishna is Satchit Ananda Vigraha, and we also Satchit Ananda Vigraha. But the thing is, we have the minute part, and Krishna has the big part. Example, the difference between the ocean and a drop of seawater. Both are salty. Both are salty. Okay, they have the quality, yes, sea, the saltiness, but the quantity is different, right? So we are just like a drop. Okay, so the same thing as what Krishna has. Everything that we have around us, okay, the table, the chair, this environment, this thing, the telepathy, the communication and everything. And in this world, we also have the same thing. But of course, here is pathetic. All right, pathetic. In those days, when in spiritual world, I can just connect. I just can think about, say, I think about Vivan, and Vivan just appear, and I and Vivan can talk even without any gadget. Even if we say if he's far away, right? So they call reciprocating energy. But of course, here in this material, they have to create this kind of gadget, right? And they have to connect to the ether. The transmission goes through the ether, and it's so fast that the next sentence I say, you can hear it as though that we are facing each other. We are talking face to face. But despite we are not talking face to face, but it looks so real. Yes or not? So, and talking about that, the artificial life that we are living in, now they have created this thing called the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. So we do not need to Google it. We do not need to go to Google and search one by one. We just go to artificial intelligence, ask a question. It comes with everything, including reference. So I think that's a big challenge to all that colleges, right? All the people who are doing these exams, right? When they do assignment, it looks like people do not need to think harder now. Why I should think hard, right? I just need to click, okay, what is the question? And please write a report for 700 words. And the first will write down. You just need to cut and paste. Of course, people can find out. So you just change word here and there. So it's like that. So the mind is something that always convinces that everything is so real. Okay. When we cannot control our mind going to be the worst enemy. But at the same time, Krishna also said that with the help of the mind, we have to elevate ourselves. We want to elevate ourselves, we also need to have the help of the mind. So then one of the method that Arjuna was telling about meditation. So he's telling, after seeing all this, do you think or not? He said, no, my mind is like a chanchala. The word that we have understood, chanchala. What is chanchala means? That I don't have steady mind. My mind is restless. Okay. Chanchala means monkey. All right. Monkey means it doesn't sit in one place. It is always agitated. Look left, look right, look up, look down, and it's a scratch. It just cannot sit in one place. That's why they call monkey business, right? We usually school our children. Why are you like acting? Why are you monkey? You come here. Because when the child cannot sit in one place, they'll be jumping from one place to another. So with that kind of agitated mind, how am I supposed to do this kind of meditation? This meditation looks so impossible, Krishna. This meditation, it looks so impossible. Sit in one place, stare into your tip of your nose. What happens if I got a flat nose? I cannot even see the tip of my nose, right? I have to take a breath, leave it, suspend it, and breathe out, suspend it. And all the breath suspension, I have to keep it in my nostril, not in my lungs. You hold it in your lungs. But what happens if you just hold it in your nose? Sometimes when we want to dip into the water, we just close the nose, right? That means we are holding the breath in the nose. Okay, we go because we can feel, right? And have to hold it in your nose without even closing the holes. It's not easy. So Krishna says, then he says, Oh, but Krishna says, but with proper practice, it is possible. Then after that, Krishna also continued. He said, but among all the yogis, you want to do this kind of yoga, all right, I can suggest you, but do you know among all the yogis? Because all the yogis are trying to control their senses to please me. Yes, Krishna says everyone is trying to do that to please me. But let me tell you, who are the yogis that I'm very pleased? Okay, if I were to choose two yogis sitting right in front of me, I have to choose one. Who should I choose first? He said, a yogi who always abide in me, always absorb in my thought, he is very dear to me. He is perfectly situated in yoga, not the flow, sitting there and try to struggle to control his senses and everything. After all the thing controlled, then only going to meditate on my form that is within the heart, Paramatma, and try to go in and this thing. Then after that, it's possible, but you're going to take many, many practice. Okay. So this yoga that Krishna is suggesting is just like an highway, but he said, I don't like highway. I like to go on an old way. So you take your road, say like from Ipoh to KL, now it's around 2.5 hours. If you take an old road, it's going to take you around 4 hours. Right? The destination definitely will achieve. But the question is, why there's a trouble? The longer the time that you spend on the road, the higher your risk is. Yes or not? Huh? That's why they say that the more the time that you spend on the road, say like 8 hours, 10 hours on the road, the risk of you meeting an accident is higher compared to the person who spent at least 1 or 2 hours on the road. So the more you're exposed, the higher the risk. Yes or not? Even you got the more you're exposed to the sun, the higher the risk. So similarly, why do you want to take the old road? Because you still have a chance of falling down. While you're going, suddenly a pig will, the wild boar will run and you bang the thing and your front bumper will break. Then you repair the thing, then go, suddenly there'll be a flood, right? Then go, suddenly there'll be a procession, that the kampung procession. So it's going to create so much of hindrance. So why not simply take the highway and just fly away? Huh? Just take your distance, you save your money, you save wear and tear, your engine's better. If you ram at a high speed for 1-2 hours, it's good for the engine also. So plus minus, that's better, right? So similarly, Krishna says, if you want to take this, of course it's possible, but you have to take so many births. After many, many births, only you can come. But the one that pleases me the most is the one who always abide in me, always think of me, and always absorb in me. All right. So with that meditation, let's start our today's program. Okay, ISKCON Ipoh proudly presents, along with Bhakti Ipoh, Bhakti Yoga Center, ISKCON Ipoh, First Garden Bhakti Yoga Center. Okay, what is First Garden Bhakti Yoga Center? The center that has created in Ipoh to do outreach program. The program which is not very official. If you come to temple, you need to be official. But this is that people that can be easy, they can come to us. So far, we have 5 girls coming to the program. Ladies, actually, not girls anymore. So, they are all came from many, many background, especially. But one thing, they all had one thing in common. They are all very severely depressed. Okay. So that place was created for that, to do this holistic healing. Okay. Healing in the spiritual way. Of course, we have one of the person here, Krishna Rubini, right? And she's having, and also Kalivani is here. Yeah. So they start to say that a lot of changes and things are happening on us. And that place is also dedicated for a Chinese preaching effort. Okay, I'm just waiting for my daughter to finish SPM. Okay, by February. Then after that, we're going to go all out on Chinese preaching. This is going to be that center dedicated for Chinese preaching. Okay, because we are living in a place which is surrounded by the Chinese, a lot of Chinese around. So we were thinking, how can we outreach to Chinese? Okay, so we have a few people like CS Tan, PK Tan, and also this Rusen Chiang. All of them we are going to work together, and we're going to start this maybe Saturday program, Chinese outreach program. So this ISKCON First Garden Bhakti Yoga Center, it is dedicated for Chinese preaching, and it's going to be a place to rehabilitation. Those people are coming with so much of severe anxiety, stress, and everything. One thing that I'm overwhelmed about this center is I cannot take a break on Thursday evening. Sometimes I feel very tired, right? As a human being, because you're doing back to back, and somehow I'm engaged with my job, my children, and all. So sometimes get very tired. 7 days, day and night, I'm busy. Okay, take a break on Thursday. Suddenly these girls will just say, oh, one day I thought of taking a break. They said, oh my God, I'm going to miss, they are so enthusiastic. Okay. But to
Yes,
maintain this,
exactly.
so to maintain this place, we are relying on public donation. Okay. The electricity and waters are these girls are taking care. Then other than that, the signboard is as really worn out. Then we need to get a lot of Chinese books. So we are all preparing all this. So we are also seeking donation. All right. If you think that this program is nice and everything, if you think you like to donate, maybe I'll share that account number. It is optional only. Please take note, it is optional because we do not sell this knowledge. Okay, if at all you think that you want to help us, optional. Okay, because once they said, oh, once I asked them, say, oh, why are you charging money? I said, no, don't take me wrong. I'm not charging. It is optional. If you think you want to do something, you can help us. If you think you are not listening, oh, you're not paying me any money. Okay, no such thing. No such thing. Because this is the dedicated service that we have taken an oath to our spiritual master to do this thing with Atman. Okay, anyway, so Essence of Gita, chapter 7 is going to be very interesting program. So let's take darshan from this Sri Radha Govinda. And this is Pancha Tattva. This Pancha Tattva means this is in the middle is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Yeah, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, Radha and Krishna combined. And here in the blue is Lord Balaram, and the one with the beard is Radharani, and this is Lord Shiva and Vishnu combined, Mahavishnu and Shiva combined, and the last one is what they call what they call Narada Muni. Okay, Narada. So this is the 5 tattva. So these 5 tattva came to this material world and teaches the most easiest way of achieving the highest perfection is simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and we sing and dance in ecstasy, in that easy way that we can easily go back home, back to God. Okay, so today we dedicate our program to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And I also like to dedicate this program to his spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Today is the Holy Disappearance Day. All right, the day that actually he left the world in 1924. I think it should be around 100 years ago. Yes, around 90 to 100 years ago. So today is his Holy Disappearance Day. And of course, he wanted, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati wanted these teachings of Lord Chaitanya to spread into every part of the world, because Lord Chaitanya predicted one day this knowledge will spread every town and village. Okay, then after that he have taken the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada created a revolution that says that all the sadhus has to leave India, because those days they don't cross the sea, because they say there's a land of Malicha, Yavana, Chandala, all the fallen people are there. If I go there, I get polluted. So they don't dare to go there, right? So they will remain isolated in India. So, but he had a vision that he wanted this movement to go to every English-speaking world. So he's been encouraging. So he was always meditating. When my glorious, when is that disciple of mine, the captain of my army will appear? The general, when the person is going to appear. So suddenly that time our Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami was a young boy, around 20s. By the influence of his friend, he went and saw him. When the first look itself, when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada saw our Bhakti Vedanta Swami, he immediately said, you are an educated young man. Why not you preach the teachings of Lord Chaitanya to the English-speaking world? That was the instruction. And our Prabhupada was shocked to hear that. Imagine when you first meeting, suddenly I meet, say, Kesavan. Oh, Kesavan, when the first time I meet you, why not Kesavan? You shave your head, you keep your ponytail and become a full-time devotee. How do you feel? Kesavan would run away. Kesavan would run away. You, this guy is crazy guy, My God, I just came. First day I met him, suddenly he asked me to shave his head, shave the head, put the ponytail, just put a chadar like this and go and serve, But the thing is, that's what when Prabhupada is proposed. Wow. Then eventually, by his instruction, because we must understand, we do not like to celebrate the day that people passing away, yes or not? I don't celebrate the day that my father died. And now, oh, today is the day my father died. Come, let's enjoy it. Let's celebrate. No, we don't do that. But the passing of a pure devotee is a celebration. Why? Because he has completed his human, what they call mission. He have completed his mission. And he have this thing, because the birth, of course, when the person born, we don't know. Because how to find out the person is successful or not is when we can only identify the time of death. Okay, the person can be in between a millionaire, but after that he also can go broke. Okay, he can be a very normal person, then he can be very successful. So the person is determined whether he is successful or not is only at the time of his death. Okay, so Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada have created 64 Math, Gaudiya Math in India. And his disciple, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, brought the Gaudiya Math to Western world, and he named it as International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And through his disciple, he always, our Srila Prabhupada used to say, look at all his Western disciples, he just said, my gratitude to all of you, thank you so much. They wonder, why? Do you know all of you were sent by my Guru Maharaj? He always believed that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada brought all these people to him to help him to establish this ISKCON movement worldwide. Okay, so our gratitude to his Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, the Guru of our Srila Prabhupada. At the same time, we also dedicate this program to Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program is also inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj and dedicated to my very beloved God brother Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bangalore ISKCON Shishadi Prabhu, creator and brainchild of the Essence of Gita Gyan program worldwide. So let's look at today's Mahatmya. Yo dite Vishnu parvahe Gitang Shri Hari Vasare Swapan Jagrat Chalantishtan Shatrubir na Sahiyate. One who studies the Gita on the holy festival days of the advent of Supreme Lord and on the holy fasting day, especially Ekadasi, such a person, whether awake or asleep, moving or still, is never defeated by enemy. So we have three types of enemy with us. All right. Okay, they call three klesha. Okay, the one that always going to give us trouble. Okay, one is what they call okay, we have a three klesha. That means threefold suffering, misery. Number one is the misery from the nature through the devas, the demigods. The demigods create this kind of uneasiness. Suddenly a gust wind, and suddenly there's a heavy downpour. The natural disasters, right? So we are always exposed to that. The second klesha, okay, that is Adi Daivik. Adi Daivik means is from the nature. Then Adi Bhautik. Adi Bhautik means the suffering and the struggling that come from other living entities, like the viruses. Okay, like the viruses. Okay, now recently we have seen coronavirus actually brought everyone to the knees. Everyone went to the knees. He can be the richest man on earth. He can be the poorest man on earth. All of them were stuck in the house, struggling for food. Until they need to put a white flag. I don't know about other country, but in Malaysia, we need to put a white flag outside. The people say, oh, these people need food. They brought food to them. Okay. So you all have seen, you all should have experienced, passed through. And you also see that how the people, okay, I think in every family, they should have experienced one of their relatives also died of coronavirus. All right. See, one of my aunt passed away, died due to coronavirus. Ghastly death, right? Gory, right? Basically, every part of the hole in the body start to bleed. Terrible. Okay. So the virus has brought people to the knees. Okay, then there's another spread. Now there's a monkeypox is spreading, all hoping the thing doesn't come to Malaysia. Okay, monkeypox. Like that, all the simple virus and bacteria. All right. Then what they call so these kind of things. Then after that, for a fellow human being, we are always afraid of our fellow human being. Okay, they are always giving us trouble. Okay, like scammers, they call. They say just click this thing. They take your money away. Then they will sometimes they'll be coming and shouting. When you're driving, road rage. Varieties of suffering from a fellow human being. Okay, and the third is Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Bhautik, yes. Adi Atmik, Adi Bhautik. Okay, Adi Bhautik means Adi Atmik. The third one. That is what? the suffering and struggle that come from our mind. Okay, agitated mind, frustration, distress, depression, all these kind of things. So men are going through this kind of suffering non-stop. But what Krishna says here is in this Mahatmya says, if one studies the Gita, especially on holy fasting day like Ekadasi or Krishna Janmashtami, okay, on these holidays, all right, on the holidays, just make a point, whenever you see Ekadasi day, sit down and study your Bhagavad Gita. So such a person, whether he's awake or asleep, okay, whether he's awake or asleep, whether he's moving or still, remain in one place, is never defeated by enemy. That means he has a kind of immunity, and that immunity given by Krishna. That's why I'm saying, never leave your house without Bhagavad Gita. Carry the Gita wherever you go. Hold the Gita with you. You may forget your wallet or your phone, but never forget your Gita. Try to get a handbag, okay? Keep it in your car, glove box. When you drive, once you get it, don't put the Gita there. Just go there. Wherever you go, you just take the Gita with you. Just go with your Gita. You're working in a hospital, take the Gita and put it, say like, I've got a doctor who come for my Namahat program. She has a desk. She says she puts a Bhagavad Gita on the desk. No, I got a girl who was working as an admin in a bank. She keeps the Gita there. And there's a boy who was a trainee lawyer now, Harshvaran. Okay, wherever you go, you just keep the Gita there before you do his work. Carry the Gita wherever you go. Because the Gita is a protection. Okay, so like that. Okay, so now let's look at today's understanding the Gita. The subject of Bhagavad Gita entails the comprehension of 5 basic truths. First of all, the science of God is explained. Okay, the science of God. It is not the sentiment of the God, science. Okay, and then the constitutional position. Okay, we have already discussed what is constitutional position. In Malay, we call perlembagaan. That means something that can never be changed. Okay, the original position of the living entities, which is Jiva. There is Ishvara, there is a controller, which means the controller, and there's a Jiva, that means the one who are controlled. If a living entity say that he's not controlled and is free, then he is insane. If he thinks, oh, I'm a free man, I'm a free bird, I can do whatever I want. No, that means you're crazy. Even in the land of liberty, America, you cannot go and tell I'm free because you're still under the law. Okay. The living being is controlled by in every respect, at least in his conditioned life. So we also have studied about condition, the conditioning life. Huh? So in Bhagavad Gita, the subject matter deals with Ishvara, the supreme controller, the Jiva, the control, the living in the Prakriti, which is the material nature, the time, the duration of existence of the whole universe. Karma, which is activity, are also discussed. The cosmic manifestation, the cosmic manifestation is full of different activities. All living entities are engaged in different activities. From Bhagavad Gita, we must learn what God is, what the living entities are, what is Prakriti, okay? What is Prakriti, what is nature, and what is the cosmic manifestation. And the thing is, how all these are controlled by time, and what are the activities of the living entities, okay? These are the things that we understand. So let's look at chapter 7, the knowledge of the absolute. So 7.1. So after Krishna says that everything is possible by proper learning, and I believe, and the one, so the one with the greatest of all yogis is the one that knows me, who absorbs in me. Okay, with that we finish chapter 6. Now chapter 7 is starting. It says, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Yunjan Marashraya Asangshayam Samagrang Mam Yata Yasita Chirnu. The Supreme Personality Godhead said, now here, O son of Pratap, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free of doubt. Okay. Now, the thing is, just recap. What is that consciousness? Can anyone tell me? What is that consciousness? Do you all remember what is consciousness? No? Okay. Krishna said,
Prabhu, level of thinking.
No, not level of thinking. Of course, that is the activity of consciousness. But what is actually consciousness? Okay, just like the sun pervades the entire sky, similarly, the soul that pervades the entire body through consciousness. Now you all remember? So the consciousness means what? It is soul. The sun means light. Yes or not? The sun means, when you look at the sun, can you think about sun as a dark thing? Can you all recall sun as a dark thing? Yes, no? Thumbs up. Okay, or you cannot thumbs up, you must tell me. Right? Can you all perceive? Oh, now I'm thinking about sun. So the sun means dark. Can you? You cannot. Can you think moon means a bright light? You can't. It's a light, sober. You can't stare the sun, but you can stare the moon. All right? Similarly, soul means consciousness. You got it? Thumbs up if you get it. So the consciousness means the presence of the soul. So I am talking to you because I'm conscious. Are you all following me? All right. I hope. Because I can't see anyone. Oh, okay, that's rather than thumbs up. All right. So you understand, huh? The consciousness means soul. Okay. The original consciousness of a soul is Krishna consciousness. You got it? And what is Krishna consciousness? What is Krishna means? Krishna means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the consciousness of God is the original position of a living entity, of the soul. You got it? The original action, not the original action, the action of a sun is to brighten up. Okay? The sun is always illuminating. Only the earth is moving and taking, just like we are going for a barbecue. You know, you do barbecue, you take a corn and put inside, there's a fire at the bottom. So you have to keep roll it. So the whole thing cooked evenly at the same time. So similarly, the earth is moving like a barbecue, right? And the sun is only here, the fire is here. So the nature of the sun is to illuminate, all right? And the nature of the moon is to calm the sea. It is just to create the juice of life. Beautiful, right? So similarly, the soul is consciousness. You got it? Come on. If you all can participate, it'll be more exciting for me to talk. If not, I'll be very monotonous.
Yes, Prabhu, understood.
Okay, great. Thank God. Hare Krishna. Okay,
Thanks.
now it's like this. Okay, so now what Krishna says here, Maya Shakta Mana Partha Yogang Yunjan Madashraya Asangshayam Samagrang Mam Yata Nyanyesu Tachrinu. The Supreme Person of God said, now here's son of Pratha. How? By practicing yoga. That means you are practicing yoga in full consciousness of me. By that means to be fully engaging your consciousness to God, to think about Him. Okay? So you can think about Him, you can talk about Him, you can work for Him, you can worship Him, and all these kind of things they call consciousness, right? So conscious of me, with mind attached to me. So when your full consciousness is on Krishna, automatically the mind will be attached to Krishna. And after that, what it says, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So now the thing is, we must understand, in order for us to know Krishna, we have to do these two things. That means we must be in full consciousness of Him and also the mind attached to Him. When you have full consciousness on Him, but your mind is not attached to Him, or your mind is attached to Him, but you don't have full consciousness, you may not know Him, or you may know Him with full of doubts. Okay? Now, 7.3, this is something that's very unique, that I want every one of you to really feel it. I'm not saying this just to inspire you or to give you a false motivation. Okay? I want you to remember this deep in your heart. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvataha. 7.3, if you have a Bhagavad Gita with you, please mark this page. Or if you have a notebook, just put there 7.3, refer. So I want you to really read this thing again and again and again and again and again, along with the purport. And you can see that how fortunate are you. Manushyanam sahasresu. Manushya means human being. All right? Sahasreshu. Sahasra means thousands. Eshu means thousands of them. That means unlimited, many thousand. So it says, out of many thousands of among men, out of many thousands among men, you see so many men around us, yes or not? One may endeavor for perfection. Out of so many people, one may endeavor for perfection. And of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. They hardly knows me in truth. Example, like this. Out of millions of birth and death, one who are fortunate will take a form of a human being. Out of millions of people who have taken human being, one hardly knows Krishna as God. Out of millions of people who have taken, who agree Krishna as God, one hardly surrenders to him. There's so many Hindus around the world. Billions, 1.2 billion people. How many? And most of them, I think 80-90% of them knows Krishna is God. Okay. So out of all these millions of people who knows Krishna as God, they hardly surrenders to Krishna. Right or not? They hardly surrenders to Krishna. And out of millions of one who have surrendered to Krishna, they hardly attains Krishna, achieve Krishna. You understand? The paraphrase. So out of many thousands of men, one may endeavor. That means there's so many people are there. So one or two may endeavor for perfection. But even they have achieved the perfection, they can hardly know Krishna in truth. Okay. Then 7.4, Krishna also says, Bhumir apunalo vayu kammano buddhir evacha ahankar iti yang me pinna prakriti ashtada. Bhumir, earth. Apo, this thing, what they call nalo, what they call land. Vayu. Vayu means air. Kam. Kam means what they call ahankar. Kama, mano, buddhi. Okay. Now let me explain. So earth, water, fire, air and ether. Earth, water, fire, air and ether, along with mind, intelligence and false ego. All together, these 8 constitute my separate material energy. Okay. So can anyone tell me what is this? What is earth, water, fire, air, ether? We discussed this yesterday. No, not subtle body. Are you sure? What is subtle body, Dasarathan? Is it air, water? Which is subtle body and which is gross body? Which is gross body? You all know? Uh-oh.
Mahabhuta, Prabhu.
Correct, Mahabhuta. But what is that? Gross body.
Gross
Yes,
body.
exactly. Exactly. So earth, water, fire, air, and ether is the gross body. Mind, intelligence, and false ego, ahankar, this is called our subtle body. So all together, these 8 constitute my separated material energy. His energy, but separated material energy. Okay. Then after that, Krishna also continues. Appareyam itastvanyam prakritim vidima me param jiva bhuta mahabaho yayedam daryate jagat. Beside this, beside these 8 things, O mighty and Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind. Beside this material energy, separated material energy, there is one superior energy of mind. And what is that? Which comprises the living entities. That means the comprises of living entities who are exploiting the resources of the material energy, which is inferior. So now we see here. So Krishna says that first of all, beside, okay. Okay. Now, Krishna said that here, beside this mind, there's another superior energy of mind. The superior energy, superior than the material energy, okay, comprises the living entity. Okay, see, we as a, but this living entity, okay, but this living entity is exploiting the resources of material nature, the inferior. That means we as a living being, okay, example I put here, you are here, okay, okay, you are here. But what actually we are doing here is, we are wasting our time to exploit the resources of material energy, where we are going downwards. But by right, we should be working hard to go upward to realize our original self. But we are wasting. That means we are exploiting the resource of material energy. Are you all following me on this? Do you understand or don't understand? Anyone? Okay, one can understand. So I assume everyone can understand. Eh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, we can understand.
Okay. Now, okay. Just to further. Okay. Now, let's look like this. First, there is a what is happening? Just give me a second. Huh? Okay, anyway. Cancel. What is this? What is this? Can you see the slide? Can?
Yes.
Please,
Clear,
please.
clear.
Yeah,
Yes,
someone is
Prabhu.
doing something, please. Dasaradan, please, Dasaradan.
Can, Prabhu, can. The three shapes, right?
Yeah, now I see you are trying to draw something. All right. So now we have three shapes here. Okay. So what we call this thing. Okay. This is. Okay. Now let me start from here. Okay. Material nature or inferior. Okay. This is called the inferior energy. Or we also call as external energy. Okay. Are you following me? This is interior nature, external energy. And here we call it as the marginal energy. Okay. Which sometimes we also can call superior. Okay, I don't confuse you. Okay, this is called the marginal energy. And here we call as the internal energy. We call it as also as another word for this is we call it as Lardini. Okay, or we call it as the spiritual. Superior energy. Okay, got it? All right, okay. So this is the three types of things are here. How come only 6 people are watching? Other 2 are not watching, is it? Sadguna, Sheila, Ganam, Sylvie. Okay, I don't know whether others are not because it shows you only 6 people are watching. Now 7 are watching. All right, now let's look at this. So we are okay. Okay, so this is the material nature which is inferior or external energy of the Lord, and this nature is dark. Okay, and this is internal energy or Ladini Shakti or spiritual or wrong spelling, never mind. Spiritual or superior. Okay, the spiritual or superior energy of the Lord. Okay, but we are called as marginal energy. We are called as marginal energy. Why we are called as marginal energy? Because we are in between of these two. So that means we are living in this. Okay, we are living in this material body with, and we also have a spiritual soul in it. So we are the combination of these two. So far, so good. You understand? So in other words, what we are saying here is, okay, what we are says here that we have the internal energy, the Ladini Shakti in us. Okay, that means we have that spiritual. That means there's a soul. We are this thing, but we are living in a material body. You all get it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Now, okay. So we are living in this. Okay, we are living in this thing. Okay. So what we supposed to do again? So we have that superior energy of the Lord. We have the superior energy. Okay, and we are living in this inferior energy. That means the body is made of inferior energy. But this is also the energy of the Lord. You got it? So the energy of the Lord. That means there is the energy. That means this is the external energy of the Lord. Okay? Right? But what Krishna says here, we are wasting our time by try to try to what they call try to find out the what they call, what is the word just now Krishna used? Manipulate, all right, this material energy. We are wasting our time. What is the word just now Krishna used? Can anyone recall? My God, my memory. We are trying to, okay, anyway, because I don't know whether I can on that. Okay, let me see. Exploiting, sorry. All right. So we are all trying to exploit. We are trying to exploit this. We are trying to exploit this, the source of this material energy. Okay, we are trying to exploit. We are wasting our time because we are given this inferior energy, the body, which is not going to last long, which is a shadow. This black is actually the shadow of this spiritual energy. We will study as we go on. I think next chapter, the chapter or chapter 10. All right, Sarva. there's what they call the Chatur Sloki. Okay, we study about the universal creation. So now you understand. So what Krishna says, we are wasting our time by manipulating the resources of material energy. But what we supposed to do, we supposed to go and inquire our original position and to find out what is our original position. Why we need to inquire? Because we have forgotten. Example, say like today, my uncle is back from New Zealand. As remember, I used to tell my uncle's story. He is back along with his children. All right. So, I think they'll be visiting me somewhere this evening or tonight. Of course, I can't, maybe tomorrow. The first thing he'll come, what he will talk? He will say, do you know that our grandfather came from which part of it? That's the standard word that always he'll ask whenever he come people. He's coming to New Zealand along with his children, my cousins, and his grandchildren, all coming for a first time to this country. They want to find out of their Indian heritage. Okay, where they came from, who's their grandfather and everything. All right? So that's the thing. So what happened? We also must find out actually where we came from. Where we came from, who is our natural, our constitutional position? What is me? What is the nature? Right? Why people, why praying to God feels so good? So that's the thing. But the problem with us now, human being, we are so contented because we are living in this material body. In this place, looks so real. And we accept this as the truth. Okay? Say like there's a saying, right? Bird of same feather flock together. When you are so much attached to that body, which is made of material, you naturally would like to go and find out about yourself through this material, this thing. You understand? Bird of same feather flock together. As long you still have that material concept of life, the only source that you can go and find out is through this material manifestation or the inferior nature. So the idea about this Bhagavad Gita and all these things, to tell you, you are artificially living, you are artificially doing this. So you find out your true self, which is the soul inside your heart. And then you start to seek spirituality, to find your real heritage. You all understand this? If you understand, please put a thumbs up. If you like it, put a thumbs up. You all understand? You got it, eh? No question? No question. Any question? All good? Okay. So now, okay. Now that's the thing that we spoke here. That what Krishna says. Okay. He says that aparayam itas, besides this, O mighty Arjuna, there's another body of mine. Okay, there's another superior. First he said, Krishna says that earth, water, fire, ether, mind, intelligence, all these are material. Okay, our body is made of this matter. Our subtle body is made of these three things. Okay, so then after that it says there's one superior energy, which is the soul, that inside this material body, but they are wasting their time exploiting the resource of this material nature. They are not asking for a higher knowledge. They are just going around and find out what he can do with life, right? Then after that, Krishna says 7.6, Etat yonini bhutani sarva nityupadaraya ahankritnasya jagata prabhava pralayastata. So all created beings have their own source in these two nature. That means all created beings. You can just name it, even a cockroach, even a rat, a human being, even the devas. All of us, even like Lord Brahma, we know that he's going to live for 100 years. How is that possible? I thought Lord Brahma is God. He never died. Later we'll discuss this in our following chapter, the duration of life of Lord Brahma. That's why Lord Brahma couldn't give a boon. When Hiranyakasipu asked for a boon, give me eternity, Brahma says cannot. Even I will die one day. I cannot give you eternity. So anyway, come to this story here. It says all created beings have their source in this two nature. They have this source in two nature, which is material. That means the body, the gross body and the subtle body is made of material, and the spiritual, which is the soul that resides inside. So it's made of these two. All right, two this thing. Know that for certain. And after that, Krishna says, know that for certain. But you must know this certain. That means you really have to know this. you really have to know this, that I am both origin and the dissolution, pralaya. Pralaya means total destruction or destruction, this thing, pralaya. So that means prabhava pralaya tata. All right. So I am the origin and also the dissolution. I create, at the same time, I will destroy it. And in 7.7, then after the Krishna explained, but all these energies, the material energy, which is made of 5 elements, the 3 subtle element, all right, the spiritual energy, all right, that in spiritual energy, there's so much of things, you know, there's energy, there's so varieties of energy, all right, those who study physics, they should know, right? There are many varieties of energy. There's so many things around the world. But after that, Krishna says that, Matta para taram nanyat, kinchit asti dhananjaya, mai sarvam idang protam, sutre mani gana iva. Sutre means like a sutra. In Malay, we call sutra. What they call sutra in Malay? What is sutra means? Silk thread. The thread. Money means the beads, right? The beads, like you see the beads. Gana iva, as though the beads are tied on a string. So what Krishna says here, oh, conqueror of wealth. What does it mean by conqueror of wealth? Dhananjaya. I explained to you, I think a few days ago, what is Dhananjaya means. Arjuna is the winner of wealth. He is a veteran soldier. He conquers the country. He takes the wealth. Okay, Dhananjaya. So he says, oh, conqueror of wealth, there's no truth superior to me. Kinchit asti Dhananjaya. Matta parataram nanyat. Okay, there's no truth superior to me. Okay, there's no truth superior to me. Everything is within him. All right, everything rests upon me. All the truth. That's why Krishna is known as absolute truth. In Tamil, we call Param Porul. Param Porul Bhagavan. Param Porul. Param means supreme. Porul means the truth. The absolute truth. So Param Porul. So that means we understand that Krishna is a Param Porul. That means he is absolute truth. All right. And the analogy Krishna gives was very nice. It is just like everything rests upon me. All the truth is rest upon me. That means I am the truth. How? Just like the pearls strung on the thread. Now I'm wearing this thing, right? There's the tulsi beads is strung on the thread and it's resting on my neck. Okay, all the truth is strung, but it's resting on the neck. So Krishna says everything is resting on my neck. All right. So now the time is 10:10. Shall we take a short break? Because this is going to be very interesting topic because I don't want to stop halfway. So shall we take a short break, my dear Prabhus and mothers? Now it's 10:11. We take a 2 minutes break. I want you to relax yourself because chapter 7 onwards is going to be mind-blowing chapter. It is going to be awakening chapter. Okay. So now it's 10:11. Just take a 3 minutes. We meet again at 10:40. Hare Krishna. So far? Any questions? Any doubt? All good? Okay. So now we understand that Krishna keeps everything on his neck. Okay, everything is there's no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on the thread. Okay, now after that, Krishna is explaining himself from 7.8 to 7.11. He says, among the water, I am the taste of the water. How can we absorb our mind to Krishna? So this is the thing. Okay, I hope that you all can read this verse and the purport. But here I just give a summary. So Krishna is explaining how you can be fully conscious of me and how you can attach your mind to me. So very simple. Water. Krishna says, I am the taste of the water. So whenever you drink the water, you remember Krishna. Oh, I am the taste of the water. And I am the light in the sun and the moon. So now you see the sun has risen. So you know, oh, that is that Krishna. Okay. And when you see now night, you know, there's a full moon yesterday. Now it's a few days ago, it was a full moon. Yesterday was a beautiful moon in the sky. So I am the light of the sun and moon. In the Vedic mantras, among the Vedic mantras, I am the transcendental sound Om. You know, in the Vedic mantras, sometimes we chant, right? Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Namachivaya, Om Gam Ganapadaye Namaha. So the word Om is I am the Vedic mantra. in the ether, I am the sound of ether. All right. So whenever you see at night, when there's no sun, say sometimes if there's a total darkness, okay, so it's electricity got cut. Okay, in your place, the electricity got cut, everything becomes so dark, you can hear some kind of sound. That is the sound of the ether. Okay, in the ether, I am the sound. In fact, the transmission all happening in ether. So now I'm talking to you, the thing is transferred to the ether and coming back, through that satellite and so it's through the ether, transmitted, the sound is transmitted. Okay, I am ability in man. You are walking, you're moving, your ability, you're carrying things. I am that ability. In the earth, I am the fragrance. I'm the fragrance of the earth. Okay, what is a fragrance means? In Tamil, we call manvasanam. Manvasanam. Sometimes after a rain, you can smell a kind of nice smell. Of course, nowadays you can't do it, especially people are, especially now is overdevelopment. You can't smell anything. You can only smell the stool of a cat and dogs. After the rain, it's so smelly. Huh? So it's like that. So then, but that's original fragrance. Sometimes when you go to the village or you go to the forest, you can see some kind of, you can smell a fragrance. That's okay, I'm the fragrance of the earth. And in the fire, I am the heat. In all that life, I am life. That every living entity that you go around, the people are life because I am the life. Among the ascetics, I am the penance. Among the all existent, I am the original seed. Okay, because Krishna says, I am the seed giving father. Among the intelligent, I am the intelligence. Among the powerful men, I am the prowess. Among the strong, I am the strength. And in sex life, which is not contrary to religious principle. What does that mean? The sex life has to be only utilized for procreating children, not for fun. Okay, when you see the animals, whenever the time for mating, they only mate. They don't simply go and have sex. Okay, so the sex life has to be regulated. Okay, it has to be regulated, not sometimes wherever you feel like it. Now there's a lot of contraceptive and there's lots of protection. All these kind of nonsense things are coming up, right? Because if a person who goes through the uncontrolled sex, the possibility of having a unwanted child, they call accident child, and after that they found, oh, I'm pregnant, then that will induce a person for an abortion. And abortion is a horrible sin. Okay, so Krishna says, but if that sex life is for the procreation under the religious principle, I am that. In 7:12, now Krishna start to explain, ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasas tamasas chaye matta eveti tan vitti na tvaham teshu te mayi. Know that all states of being, all states, that means every living being, the state of them, be they are in goodness, passion, or ignorance, are all manifested by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for they are on contrary are within me. So what Krishna says here, Rajasas, Tamasas, Sattvika, Rajasas, Tamasas. Okay, we see the word Sattvika, Rajas, Tamas. So this Sattvika, Rajas, Tamas is the three mode of material nature. We are somehow or other are under the influence of these three modes of material nature. All right, when you look at these here, the three modes of material nature, right? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. So we are here, we are the puppet, and these three personalities here are the puppeteers. Puppeteer. All right. So we are all moving as how they determine. When we are in a mode of goodness, we act according to the mode. And suddenly we go into the passion, we go into that mode. And once we go to the ignorance, and that's when we are going into that mode. So we are changing. We are changing according to the mood of nature. Okay, I'll give you a good example. First thing, early in the morning, you wake up, that's a mode of goodness. Okay, you feel more relaxed, you chant your rounds, you worship the Lord, you worship Tulasi. Then after that, when the sun rises, the mode of passion comes out. That's when you go to work. You take a car drive, you're actively involved. Then after that, you come back home, after the dawn, you come back home, you'll be more slumber, right? You'll be very lazy, you'll feel like tired, that is in the mode of ignorance. All right. So after that, you eventually go into sleep. All right. You cannot actively involve in spiritual life at night. At the same time, you cannot be actively involved in business life early in the morning. So it all depends. It's all in the mood of nature. All right. So Krishna says that all these things, okay, are manifested by energy. It's all created, manifest. It's all product of my energy. Okay. But in one sense, everything, I am everything. In everything is me. I am everything. But I am independent. Okay. Even though everything is mine, I am independent. Right? I am not under the modes of material nature. I am not under their mode. In contrary, are they within me? Okay. Example, when you talk about the prime minister or the king, right? So under the prime minister, they have every state, there's a chief minister. In every state, there will be many district. And in that district, we will have what they call mayor, Dato Bandar. Okay. And the mayor in charge of the municipality, right? So the municipality will have many divisions. One division is to collect the stools, like Inda Water, collecting the stools. Right? And in another place, there's a garbage collectors. Okay. There's another place they maintain the road and keep all the trees trimmed. All right. So even though all this energy is manifested from the prime minister, all right, the prime minister, and from the prime minister, the chief minister, Mantri Basa, and from the chief minister, there is a district, there's a mayor, and under the mayor, they have many divisions, stool collection, garbage collection, and maintaining all the place. So even though all these things manifest from that prime minister, but he is not involved in collecting the stool or collecting the garbage. You understand? So even though Krishna says all my energy is manifested from me, but I am independent. Even though it comes from me, I am independent. But I am not under the mode of that material nature. You all got this? If you get this, please put a thumbs up. If you don't understand, please ask question. Very important, all this. Chapter 7 on is going to be very, very important that you should understand. If you can understand this, your self-reading Bhagavad Gita can be very nice. All right. 14. After that, Krishna continues. Daivihesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mam evaye prapatyante mayam etang tarantite. This divine energy of mind. Okay, Krishna explaining the divine energy of mind. This divine, that means this divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature. All right, three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. It is not easy to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. You understand? So, when we look here, okay. So, when we look here, the divine energy of mind, okay, the divine energy is Krishna, the divine energy, consisting of the three modes of material nature. The three modes of material nature is like the ocean. All right, the ocean of existence. It's ocean of existence. So these three modes of mode of goodness, you cannot control that mode. Then if you become passionate, you cannot control. If you become ignorant, you can control. All these modes of nature are very powerful. It's difficult to overcome. Okay, it's not easy at all to overcome. Okay, but Krishna says, but those who have surrendered to him, all right, you are created. So what happened? Krishna says that you can easily cross over. That means it's like a boat. The boat, you can cross over this horrible nature. All right, they can cross over. They can cross over this place. Okay, they can easily cross over. This is the boat. Okay, it's the boat of this thing. So, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. They can cross these three modes of material nature. So far, so good. Everyone? All right. Okay. Now.
Yes, Prabhu, understood.
Okay, great. So now let's look at 7:15. But after that, Krishna says, there are crazy people. They are crazy people who are grossly foolish. Na mam duskritino muda. Duskritino means miscreant. Muda means in Tamil we call mutal. Mutal. Mudda. Da. Mutta. Muddaha. So when the D, there's a dot at the bottom, we pronounce it ha. sounds like D, sounds like T. Mutta, mutta. So in Tamil we call muttal, stupid, idiot, or foolish. Okay. So now Krishna says, na mam. Na means no, mam means me. That is duskritino muttaha. Prapatyante naradama. Mayaya partanyana asuram bhavam ashrita. Those miscreant, duskritin, who are grossly foolish, muttaha, who are lowest among mankind, naradama, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, mayaya partha, who partake in atheistic nature, asuram, atheistic means asuram bhava, atheistic nature. Okay, do not surrender unto me. Ashritaha. So those miscreant who are grossly foolish, okay, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion. That means the knowledge has been stolen by illusion, because the illusion is the body itself illusion. To accept the body is also an illusion. But to believe that nature is superior is even more illusion. And the most foolish illusion is when we feel, when they say there is no God, there's no Ishvara to control all this. Okay, just like the Big Bang theory, right? Out of sudden, there's a big explosion happened in the universe. And through that explosion, all the planets were created and all set in their orbit. How is that possible? Does not make sense at all. All right? It is just like you buy a land, you want to build a house. You buy a big piece of land, you want to build a house. So what do? You bury it. You bury the soil, you dig the hole, you bury dynamite. You bury all the dynamite, you close the land. Then 3, 2, 1, boom, you press, and boom, it explodes. And it explodes, suddenly the pillars will start to fall into places. Then suddenly your bathroom, your toilet, everything will start to fall into the places. All that, what they call, the wall will start to, the brick will fall into the places, and the cement will fall on it, and the paint will fall on it, and the tiles will fall on it. Then the roof sting, and everything will just explode. How is that? Does it make sense? How is that possible? Just after explosion, everything settled down. That is the thing which are the lowest among mankind, who is their knowledge is stolen. That means their knowledge is stolen by illusion. So these kind of people are atheist, and their nature is demoniac. All right. That's why they say the atheistic people are we have to very pity him actually. And the atheists are the people who are very highly educated. They think that scientists are superior. And until now, the scientists have never come out with any concrete explanation. The scientists never come out with any concrete explanation. They always call it as theory. Theory means what? Subject to changes, subject to further investigation. And the term they use is also very funny, research. Research means what? Searching the thing that you have lost. All right? Oh, there's a new creation was created. Oh, there's a new innovation was innovated after a thorough research. Can you see the term? The new innovation was innovated. The new technology was innovated. Is mind-blowing, is the futuristic technology. This technology was created after a thorough research. How is that? Research means you are searching again. There's something was there, you are searching again, and through that manipulation, you created something. And how can that technology can be futuristic, can be a new technology, can be this thing? How? You understand what I mean? That is why I say the scientific people, especially the scientific people, their knowledge has been stolen by illusion, and their nature is always atheistic. All right? And they are demoniac. These are the people will not surrender unto me. Then after that, Krishna says, but who are the people who surrenders unto me? Now I showed you the people who do not surrender unto me. They're grossly miscreant, foolish. They will never surrender to me. But who are the fortunate people who surrender to me? Chatur Vidya Bhajante Mam Janasu Kirtino Arjuna Artho Jignasur Arthati Jnani Cha Bharadar Sabha. So when we see the word here, Duskritino. Duskritino means grossly foolish. But here we see Sukritino. Sukritino. That means what? Oh, best among Bharatas. 4 kinds of pious men. So Duskritino is miscreant. Sukritino means pious. You see? I hope you all can follow me. Of course, I think I'm going quite detailed into Bhagavad Gita. But anyway, I try to present it in a way that you all can grasp it. Is it okay? You all can grasp this? Are you all following me?
Can, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay. So that means this. That means Sukritino. So that means okay now. So 4 kinds of pious men begin. Oh, best among Bharatas. 4 kinds of pious men, Sukritina, begin to render devotional service unto me. They will start to do service to me. Who? The distressed. The one who are very distressed. Number 2, the desire for wealth. Oh, I need some money. And I think Krishna can provide me because he's the husband of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is goddess of fortune. Okay, the inquisitive. I want to know more. What is happening to me? Inquisitive. And the last one is he who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. I want to know the knowledge of the absolute. So these are the 4 people that usually surrenders to me. That means number 1, the one at distress. Example is Ganesha Moksha. No, Ganesha Moksha Pula. What do you call? Gajendra Moksha. He was caught by a crocodile. He was in a pond. He was once in the pond, the elephant losing its power. All right. He was so much distressed. He called upon the Vishnu. Okay. He engaged in devotional service. And this is a Dhruva. He wanted the kingdom because the stepmother pushed him away because he wanted to sit on his father's lap. The father is a king. He wanted to sit on his father's lap, but the father was petting the step brother, the second wife's son. So when this young boy saw, I also want to sit on your lap. So when he was about to sit on the lap, the stepmother came and pushed him away. Said, no, you can't sit on your father's lap. If you want to sit on your father's lap, you have to be born through my womb. You have to born through me. So you don't. So you get very angry. He go and grumble to his mother. Oh, mommy, what can I do? Why this is so unfair? You know, if I want to do this, what can I do? The mother says, such a young boy. He just tried to pacify him. Say, my dear son, the one and only one that can solve all these problems is Sri Krishna. And he says, where can I find the Sri Krishna? Then the mother said very innocently, he said, I see all the sages go to the forest. I think the God is in the forest. They all look for him. Then what happened? He sneaked out from the house. He went to the forest and he started to worship. Such a young boy. Then Lord Vishnu appeared in front of him. After appearing in front of him, then when he saw the Lord Vishnu, he became so satisfied. He said, what do you want? I said, I don't want anything. I'm so happy to see you. But anyway, I have to fulfill your desire. I said, no, my Lord, I don't want anything. Never mind, I know what you want. You want a kingdom of your father, right? Never mind, I give you a kingdom. I give you the entire planet for you to enjoy. All right, that's called Dhruva Loka. Dhruva Loka means in an astronomical term, they call it as the pole star. The Dhruva Loka pole star is a place Kshirodakshayi Vishnu lives there. Okay, what is Kshirodakshayi Vishnu? We will discuss in our following this thing. Okay, there's the 3 types of Vishnu: Karnadakshayi, Garbhodakshayi, then Kshirodakshayi. All right, the Kshirodakshayi Vishnu lives there within this material world. That's called the place called Polestar. That's a place where Dhruva lives. He asked for a kingdom, but Vishnu gave him a planet. Then desire for and inquisitive. Inquisitive means when you see here all that people gathered in Naimisaranya wanted to know the conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadev Goswami, the place where Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken. Okay, they want to know what is that place. So they asked, then they saw that Sutta Goswami was there. He called upon Sutta Goswami and said, my dear Sutta Goswami, I know that you were there in that assembly where Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadev Goswami were having conversation. We all want to know what actually they spoke. That is inquisitiveness. That's when the Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken. All right, next year we're going to study Srimad Bhagavatam. By God's grace, I'm trying to get some inspiration whether I can make into this kind of Bhagavatam Gyan or make it a short presentation on Srimad Bhagavatam. But the thing looks so heavy and so detailed. Just imagine, first canto itself 800 verses. First canto is total 18,000 verses, but it's going to be mind-blowing. Right? Anyway, then the last one is those who are searching for the knowledge. Okay, I'm looking for some knowledge. Am I in the right practice? Is there something superior to me? Searching, like how these 4 boys were searching for Vishnu. The 4 boys are actually the son of Brahma. They call them as Kumaras. All right, Sanatana, Sanat, Sanatana, Sananda. So like that, the four boys of the boys were searching for the absolute truth. So these are the 4 people that usually surrenders to Krishna. But after that, Krishna also continues. But it says, but after that, he says, okay, they are somewhere that they have some motive to surrender to me. They have some motive. But it's okay. Udara sarva evaiti, yani tvatmaiva me matam, astita sahi yuktatma, mam eva nuttamam gatim. All these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous souls. They are not ordinary people. They are great souls. But he who is situated in knowledge, but out of all these people who come for some intention, but among all these, the one was situated in knowledge. And what knowledge Krishna is talking about? Knowledge about him, knowledge about his pastime. In every aspect, when first he born as Varaha, what he did, and all the knowledge is all the desire, the instinct, what Krishna wanted, the knowledge. Okay. But those who are really situated in knowledge of me, I consider just to be like my own self. Right? Because a person, like for instance, the wife has so much of knowledge about the husband. When the husband just look like this, the wife knows what he wanted. The husband and wife can talk to each other just with the eye expression. Just look at the wife knows what to do. When the wife look at the husband knows what to do. Right? Because they are in knowledge. So when they have knowledge, okay, I know my wife so well. I know when she raises the eyebrow, I know what she wants. You know, when I see the way she smile, or kind of smile with something like that, I know, she wants something. You know, maybe she said, you stop talking nonsense, you're talking too much or not. You know, sometimes. So we understand. So that means I am in her and she is in me. So similarly, Krishna say the same thing. But those who are situated in my knowledge, I consider just like my own self. Then being engaged in transcendental loving service. First, you get a knowledge. Then after that, you engage in transcendental loving service. Transcendental service. All right, the spiritual service. Then you start to serve him. So what are the service that we have studied so far? Dedicate whatever you do to Krishna. Whatever you eat, give it to Krishna. You offer to Krishna first. You know, your job, you sacrifice to Krishna, Tyaga. All right. Then after that, you become fully Krishna conscious. You study the Bhagavad Gita daily. You chant Hare Krishna daily. And after that, you distribute your book. Okay, we understand. When you chant Hare Krishna, what happened? You are purifying your mind. When you read the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you're purifying your intelligence. And after that, when you distribute your book, you're purifying your ego, ahankar. Because the ahankar is very dangerous. Ahankar is the one telling, who am I? Right? You are trying to teach me that, you know, I am this. You think that you are superior. The Indians are far superior than anyone else, you know. When some people come and call me, hey, Kling, you dare to call me Kling? Identification with the body is so powerful. Whenever I go to one place, when people don't respect me, okay, they don't respect me, I get very agitated. There's a proverb in Tamil, Madhyal Vasal Midiyade. Madhyal Vasal Midiyade. Madikadava Munjila Mulikade. Adi na add pannadu. I added this. Madhyal Vasal Midiyade, Madikadavan Mogatil Mulikade. I added it. But Madhyal Vasal Midikaye is the standard. But that is all false ego. Identification with the body. I am great. I'm superior. You know, I am pure. All these kind of identification, very hard to overcome. So we need to overcome these 3 things to get a pure purification. The purification from the mind, your intelligence, and the false ego, your subtle form. Your gross body can be only an executor. Your gross body only execute order. It is dead matter. But you are the soul, is the one that making it function. It comes with function. But the problem is this body was given so nicely, but it comes with a short expiry date. It doesn't last long. Very short expiry date. So that means what we do, we chant Hare Krishna to purify our mind. We study Bhagavad Gita to purify our intelligence. Then we distribute Bhagavad Gita to purify our ahankar, our false ego. So our false ego will become a real ego. The real ego means you're identifying yourself, your original self. All right. Say like, for instance, I like a girl. All right. I see a girl. I really like her. I really fall in love. My mind really got attracted to her. Then the intelligence provide me information. You know, this girl is such a pious girl. she helps this, the mind will start to give you reasoning. Start giving you 101 reasoning why the girl is so attractive, right? But you think in your mind, you use your intelligence to think, meditate on her, but you don't do any action. Then what's the point? Then your body will start to function. Then it trigger your ahankar. The ahankar will use the body. Ahankar is just like the machiner, the machinist, the one who use that function the machine. So you go, you start to show a very nice, pleasant face. The voice will become so soft. Suddenly you start to speak philosophy, right? Suddenly you become so romantic, and you just take the first step to go to her, talk to her, and you use all kind of sweet word to convince her. And eventually you throw all your false ego, false identification, say that I am a man, but you fall to the knees and just say, I love you, will you marry me? You understand? A very wrong example on a Bhagavad Gita class. Anyway, I'm just telling this just that you can link, you can just connect, because Bhagavad Gita is our basic, our daily activity. What is our activity, right? So like that. So when we distribute book, that means you are trying to be humble, you're trying to express your divinity. Your divinity is expressed by your action, and that is how you act, right? So that's what Krishna says. Then he says, being engaged in my transcendental service. So when we do that, he is sure to attain me. And to attain him is the what? The highest and the most perfect goal of life. Okay. Now, I think I don't know whether I've explained this to you or not. So anyway, I'll just do it again. So first we start with Karma Yoga. This is the first step, Karma Yoga. Okay, this is the first step. Oh my God, this is too big. Just give me a second. Okay, first we start with Karma Yoga. These things coming like this. Just give me a second. Oh, okay, I've taken the wrong one. Okay, so step one, we start with Karma Yoga. Okay, so we just engage our duty, we engage our job, right? We do what we're supposed to do. Okay, we dedicate everything to Krishna. First step, Karma Yoga. Then after Karma Yoga, then you start to acquire knowledge. Okay, we call Gyana Yoga. After Gyana Yoga, then we go slowly to Astanga Yoga. The third step, the yoga ladder. After you start to perfect Astanga Yoga, then eventually you go to Bhakti Yoga. So this step can take you ages. Okay, can take you a lifetime. Can take you a lifetime. That means you can take, first you do Karma Yoga, then maybe it can take you few lifetime. Even we studied, right, Astanga Yoga, the meditative process. What we have read that day? We read after many births, a person who are perfected, they attain me. Okay, even Astanga Yoga also going to take many births. So now what Bhagavad Gita is trying to teach you is simple. So Krishna says, don't take a long way up. From Karma Yoga, straight away you jump to Bhakti Yoga. From Karma Yoga, you straight away jump to Bhakti Yoga. Why do you want to go step by step? I am telling you the way. Why do you want to take a old road, enter into a kampong village? Then you have to take a detour. Then you go this left, right, left. You go this way, that way. You go to the side of the mountain. You have to pass the river. You have to pass the bridge. So much of endeavor just to reach the destination. Why not take a highway and just forget about Jnana Yoga? Just forget about Astanga Yoga. From Karma Yoga, you straight away jump to Bhakti Yoga. Isn't that a good deal? So when we can straight away go into Bhakti Yoga, if you are very serious enough, you stand a high possibility of going back home, back to Godhead in this very birth itself. You do not need to wait another few more births. You can decide, you can go back home, back to Godhead in this very birth itself. So what is the process of going back home, back to Godhead in this very birth itself? Just by doing the RDC formula. That's a stepping stone. Read this Bhagavad Gita very seriously. Distribute Bhagavad Gita and chant Hare Krishna. You start to see huge transformations start happening in your life. All right. Then 19, Krishna also continues. Bahunam janmanam ante. Jnanavan mam prapatyante. Vasudeva sarvam iti. Sa mahatma sudurlabha. Bahunam janmanam. After so many birth and death. Janma. Jnanavan. The intelligent one. Intelligent over what? Over me. Mam means me. Jnanava mam prapatyante. Actual knowledge. Vasudeva Sarvam iti. Vasudeva is Krishna, the son of Vasu. So Vasudeva Sarvam iti surrenders to this, to me. And such a person, therefore that person is Mahatma. Is not an ordinary soul, is Mahatma. Sudurlabhaha. So Mahatma, like the Mahatma Gandhi that we hear is something that is given to a human being. That is very offensive. He's not Mahatma, actually he's a Duratma. He destroyed the entire India. All right. If you study back the history now, but of course, since to tarnish his name is going to be a big headache. So that's why they just don't want to talk about it. That's why now you say that the big hoo-ha about Mahatma is no more there. They found out so many wrong. But anyway, I'm out of the topic. So now that's what Krishna says. After many birth and deaths, Bahunam Janmanam Ante. He who is actually knowledge, Jnanavan. Jnanavan means the knowledgeable person. Mam prapatyante, surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes, all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Again, after many birth and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Everything that happens around us, he is the cause. He is the cause and effect. Okay. So you see that you are living in a place full of turbulence. All right. You are suffering from these three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, ignorance. And in that environment, there's another threefold misery. That is Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik, Adi Atmik. That means the suffering that comes from viruses and other living entities. Animals, all you see, like snakes, other human being. Then after that, Adi Daivik. Adi Daivik means the problem from the nature. Earthquake, volcano. Now in Malaysia, we are facing terrible rain, flooding here and there. All right, Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik. Okay, then after that, Adi, from the nature. Then of course, we are suffering from the nature, all the rains and this thing. And we suffer from the viruses and fellow human being. And third thing is, we are suffering through our mind. Our mind is creating so much of trouble. All right, depression, distress, frustration, anxiety, stress. Yes or not? Even you can live in heaven. They say Switzerland is the most beautiful place on earth. But you go there, there are still people who are depressed. Even you are staying in any part of this material world, you find Malaysia, oh, such a country which is so racist. I can't live in this country. I go to other country. You still face the same kind of environment. You can never escape. So that means by knowing all these things. So we go through all this kind of suffering and birth. Okay. Even though I am the cause and all causes, he's the cause. But even at that time, who have full knowledge of me, surrenders to him, such a great soul is very rare. Very rare that you can be a stick. Then 23, Krishna continues, Antavattu palantesham tad bhavatyalpa medasam devan devo yajo yanti mad bhakta yanti mamapi tat bhavati alpa medasa. Alpa medasa. Alpa medasa means what? In Tamil we call alpa. Not even alpaya irukka. Na alpa gunama irukka. Alpa means very shallow. Alpa meda. That means you're not really intelligent. You have shallow intelligence. Alpa medai. So now Krishna says, Antavattu palantesham. Antava, therefore the palam. Palam means the fruit. All right. So men of small intelligence. That means when they have a shallow intelligence, they worship the demigods. All right. They worship the devas. And their fruit are limited and temporary. So what happened? When you worship devas, whatever fruit they're going to give you is temporary and limited. Okay, example, when Hiranyakasipu was worshipping Lord Brahma, right? What happened? The blessings that he gave was not fully complete. It's temporary. All right, because of that blessings that he got from Lord Brahma, he thought he was so great, he started to terrorize the whole world. And Krishna came in the form of Narasingha and destroyed him. The second thing is Ravana. Ravana got a boon from Lord Shiva. Okay, he said that when I call upon you, you have to appear in front of me. He said, okay. All right. Then after that, he says, I cannot be killed. He said, Lord Shiva said, I cannot give you that. But I can give you the boon. That no, he asked for a boon. No devas can kill me. Okay. No weapon can kill me. Okay. No Brahmastra, the sophisticated weapon can kill me. Okay. All right. all that, okay, but he forgot to ask for a boon from a human being, that no human can kill me, because he thought human are so insignificant. Being a Rakshasa, being a great Asura, for him, human being, just like you're asking a boon from Krishna, says suddenly you worship Deva, and suddenly the Deva appear to you. I can be killed by anything. All right? You just name it lah. Out of 8.4 million species, this fly cannot kill me, this fly cannot kill me. But you forget to ask a boon that an ant cannot kill me. Because he's the ant, so insignificant ant. How the ant going to kill? Come on, like ant. So same thing. He said, he asked for everything, but he forgot to say, if you want to kill me, come on, get out of here. No way, man. Forgot. That's when Lord Ram came in the form. Okay, Lord Ramachandra came in the form of a human being. Right? And he already killed him with bow and arrow. Right? So when he was about to kill him, right? Then after that, when he started to saw, when Lord Ram started approaching him, and he looks like so powerful. So this Lord Ravana became so agitated, he called upon Lord Shiva. See, Lord Shiva appeared. Yes, what do you want? Protect me against this human flood. This flood, Rama is coming and terrorizing. Please protect me. And Lord Shiva says, cannot. I can give you all protection, but not against him. I suggest you go and surrender to him. All right? Out of the Rudras means 12 Rudras, 7 Rudras. Okay, 7 Rudras or Shiva. And one of the Hamsa is Hanuman. Hanuman is Rudra Hamsa. So what happened? When Lord Shiva gave a boon to Ravana, but that same Hamsa in the form of Hanuman wanted to kill Ravana. Can you see that? Because when he became a servant of Lord Ram, he wanted to kill Ravana. When they set a fire on his tail, he burnt the entire Lanka. Then after they brought him to the assembly of Ravana, and he took the tail, and he sat on it, and he looked at Ravana and said, "Look here, I can kill you with no effort. With the blow of my tail, I can kill you, I can cut you into pieces. But I want to give that pleasure to my master, Lord Ram. Let him come and destroy you." Can you imagine? So like that. So what in this verse it says, that man of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Okay? Those who worship the demigods go to the planet of the demigods, but my devotees, Mat Bhakta Yanti Mam Yanti. Deva Devo Yajo Yanti. That means the one worship the Devas will go to Deva, Yanti, they go. But Mat Bhakta Yanti, that means my Bhakti, Mat means me, Bhakta means devotee, Yanti, come to me, come to Mam, come to me. Mam means me. So he says, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. So what is the disadvantage of worshipping the Devas? First of all, your fruit is temporary. Okay, your fruit is temporary. Whatever you get, you're going to get temporary result. All right. And is that false? That's no fault actually, if you really see. But what Krishna is mentioning here, why he call it small intelligence? Because the person with small intelligence will be still materially motivated. So the Bhagavad Gita is giving you higher intelligence. The higher intelligence is to put a full stop to your transmigration of suffering, pain, and all these things. So once you start to identify yourself, your constitutional position, and your ultimate place that you can go as a human being, right? See, when you have a chance to get when you do so well in your STPM, you became cream of the crop. You are number 1 in Malaysia. And the government is giving you offer. I give you a full JPA scholarship that you can go to Oxford to do your studies, further studies in Oxford. But after that, you say, no, I don't want to go to Oxford. I rather stay at my local college, right? Maybe I prefer go to USM, or maybe I go to UKM. Okay, I'm not saying anything about this local university. Okay, please, I know some of you graduate from there. I didn't mean that, but I'm just giving okay, don't talk about that USM, UKM. Let's say Buntung Technology, Buntung Institute, all right, Ipoh Institute, all right, or Ipoh Technical College. You got a chance to go to Oxford on a full scholarship. But he said, no, I don't want. I rather stay in Ipoh Technology Institute. So that's the thing. So what happened? What we can identify the person has small intelligence. When he get a chance to go to the fantastic place, he remain at this thing. All right. So only that's the difference. At the same time, of course, the fruits are limited in this thing. Okay, like example, like when you look at this cartoon here, okay, Lord Krishna gives only what is good for us. Sometimes they say, oh, why I worship to Krishna? I can't get anything else. Because he only give you the best. Example, a child is crying for ice cream. Papa, I want ice cream. And the father is telling, well, son, you got asthma. You can't eat that. You rather eat custard. No ice cream, eat custard. Right? And the son became so upset. Then he went and go and see the uncle, father's brother. He said, uncle, I want to buy, can you please buy me ice cream? The uncle says, you want ice cream? I buy for you 3. Okay, I buy for you 3. Okay, you're such a my lovely nephew. I buy for you 3. And they buy. After they buy the thing, and after the fly eat, he falls sick. He was admitted in the hospital due to asthma attack and these things. Then after that, the boy started to lament. I must have listened to my father. He knows what is good for me. So similarly, so the devas may not know what is best for you, but Krishna can give you the ultimate liberation from this entire it can release you from this material condition of life. 25. Krishna says, Nahang prakasha sarvasva yoga maya samavrita muddoyang nabijanati loko mam ajam avyayam. Okay, what is muddo means? Can anyone tell me? Muddo. What do you think? Anyone? No one? Full, yes, muttal, yes, correct. Muddo, all right? So I'm never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. Krishna says, I will never show myself to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I'm covered by my internal potency. All right, just now we have studied, I showed the thing, right? The spiritual potency, the internal potency, Ladini Shakti. So I'm covered by them. And therefore, they do not know that I'm unborn and infallible. Okay, they do not know. Then after that, Krishna says, Esam tvanantagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. Jananam punya karmanam. Jananam means birth. Punya karanam means you have done some punya karma. That means you have done pious activity in your previous birth. Okay. Esam tvantagatam papam. Papam means sin. Jananam punya karmanam. Te dvanva moha nirmukta. Bhajante mam drida. Person who have acted piously in previous life, those who have acted very good in previous former life, and in this life whose sinful action is completely eradicated. That means previous life you have done so many good things. If this birth they born as a devotee, and the sin is completely eradicated. Okay, it's destroyed. Are freed from dualities of delusion. That means they are freed from duality. That means heat and cold, good and bad. They are freed. They mean they have only one single vision, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. That's when they start to serve. Krishna says, these are the people who serve me with full determination. And 7:30, the last verse, Sadi bhutadi daivam mang sadi yaknam saje jiddu prayana kale pichamam te vidur yukta chetasaha. Those in full consciousness of me, that means those who are full consciousness, that means you're completely absorbed in thinking of Krishna, who knows me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of the material manifestation of the demigods and all the method of sacrifice, can understand and know me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death. Okay, so it says, those who in full consciousness of me, that means those who are really conscious of Krishna, they always think about him, by engaging, how to think. You're not going to sit and meditate. We don't do meditation, right? So we just do job. Okay, I offer to Krishna. The food I eat, I offer to Krishna. The salary I get, I offer to Krishna. The activity I do, okay, what are the fruit of the result? Okay, I bring up children in this way. Okay, I'm fully Krishna conscious. I fully absorb in Krishna. I work without expectation any result. Everything, I'll just leave it to Krishna. That means you are being fully conscious. I distribute Bhagavad Gita. I chant Hare Krishna. I read Bhagavad Gita daily, study it very nicely. All right. So by doing that, okay, and at the same time, know me as the Supreme Lord. At the same time, to be the governing principle of the material manifestation. That means the entire material manifestation is the governing principle. He's the one who governs them as his external energy, and also of the devas, demigods, right? And of all methods of sacrifice, all the sacrifices actually goes to him. Right? All goes to him. Sacrifice. So these are the people can understand and know me. So they can understand and know me. All right? Can know me, the supreme personality of God. They can understand and know me even at the time of death. Why? The time of death is the time that is going to be very frustrating. Right? People will be very highly anxiety. So at that moment, Krishna says, you can understand me. All right. So with that, we end the session. It's already 11. Just nice. So take the formula very seriously. Read Bhagavad Gita, distribute Bhagavad Gita, and chant Hare Krishna. So chant Hare Krishna 16 times, and you see how your life can be transformed. Okay. So now we open for questions. Any questions? Any comment? All good. You all understand? Oh, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Okay. If there's no questions, okay, we continue tomorrow, chapter 8, right? Because from chapter 7, the middle chapter is the most nectarian, the sweet chapter. Okay. So till then, have a nice day. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubevacha paditanam pavinebhyo vaishnavebhayo namo namo. Hare Krishna. Have a beautiful day. Take care.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.